Most people think the biggest companies in the world sell products. They don't. They sell relief. Relief from boredom. Relief from silence. Relief from loneliness. And lonely people are the most profitable customers on earth, because when people feel disconnected, they consume differently. They scroll longer, order more, subscribe faster, cancel less, and spend money trying to feel something. That's why some of the richest corporations in history quietly benefit from a world where people feel more alone than ever before. And once you see the pattern, it becomes impossible to unsee. A few decades ago, loneliness was temporary. You got bored, you went outside, you knew your neighbors, you sat with family, you called friends because there was nothing else to do. Now, the moment silence appears, a corporation interrupts it. One notification, one recommendation, one vibration in your pocket. Modern loneliness is no longer empty space. It's monetized space. And this is where it gets dangerous. Social media companies discovered something terrifying. Lonely people are easier to keep online because connection and attention are not the same thing. A person with a strong social life eventually logs off, but someone emotionally isolated, they keep searching. Another reel, another post, another tiny dopamine hit pretending to be human interaction. That's why algorithms don't prioritize peace. They prioritize engagement. And outrage, envy, insecurity, and loneliness create enormous engagement. The more emotionally unstable the user becomes, the more profitable the platform becomes. That's not an accident. Dating apps figured this out too. Most people assume dating apps make money by helping people find love. But if everyone found lasting relationships quickly, the business would collapse. The perfect customer is not someone who leaves happily. It's someone emotionally invested enough to stay. Someone hopeful. Someone lonely. Someone always searching for one more match. That's why the apps feel addictive. Tiny rewards, random validation, intermittent attention, the same psychological mechanics used in slot machines. Except now, the jackpot is emotional acceptance. But the real business model is much darker, because loneliness doesn't just sell romance, it sells convenience. Food delivery apps exploded during the loneliest years in modern history. Not because the food was amazing, because exhausted, isolated people will pay premium prices to avoid effort, movement, or interaction. Convenience became emotional sedation. Why cook with people? When an app can arrive in 12 minutes, why go out? When entertainment streams endlessly into your room. Streaming platforms understood something deeply human. People fear silence. So, the autoplay never stops. The next episode starts instantly because stillness gives people time to think, and thinking often leads to uncomfortable emotions. So, the machine keeps feeding distraction. One episode, one video, one subscription, every month. The terrifying part is, the more digital convenience increases, the less humans need each other to survive daily life. You don't need friends to watch movies anymore. You don't need community for entertainment. You don't even need to leave your apartment for food. An entire economy now profits from replacing human connection with paid digital substitutes. And corporations love substitutes. Because real relationships are unpredictable. Algorithms are not. A friend might challenge you. A platform adapts to you instantly. A community requires effort. Subscriptions require a credit card. And slowly, isolation becomes normalized. People begin confusing consumption with connection, following people instead of knowing people, watching lives instead of living one, paying monthly fees to feel temporarily less alone. Even parasocial relationships became an industry. Millions of people now feel emotionally attached to influencers, streamers, celebrities, people who don't know they exist. Because simulated intimacy scales infinitely. One creator can make millions feel personally connected at the same time. And advertisers know emotionally attached audiences buy more. So the system keeps amplifying personalities over relationships. Because relationships don't scale. Audiences do. And maybe the darkest part of all this is that no company had to force people into it. The system simply identified a human weakness and optimized around it. Loneliness became data, attention became currency, and human emotion became infrastructure for trillion-dollar industries. So when you open your phone at 2 a.m. looking for comfort, understand something. Some of the richest companies on Earth are waiting for that exact moment. Because in the modern economy, your loneliness is not a problem to solve. It's a business model.